Hello and welcome to my 10th episode of Empire Total War as Great Britain. And before we start, can I please ask you to leave a comment, whatever you want to do. Just helps with the YouTube algorithms. But if in the comments you could leave unit name suggestions, that'd be great. So the units in this are infantry, cavalry, and artillery. If you've got a particular regiment you want, a particular unit type you want to be named, so say a unit of, when I get that far, riflemen to the 95th, which I will be doing.
Yes, sir.
In fact, I will. The next army I build, where I put the Duke of Wellington's Own in the 33rd, I will be naming 2 units in that. One will be the South Essex, which I've already done once, because unfortunately we lost them. And the other one will be what the South Essex later becomes known as, which is the Prince of Wales's Own Volunteers. Just a nod there to the Sharp series, which I absolutely love. I've got all bar the last book. So, yeah, anyway, I was waiting for that great arsenal to upgrade. And we were going to put howitzers in this army before we sail it round to France. I think all my industry here is upgraded as far as it can. You can be upgraded, but we'll do that next turn, hopefully. Let's start the end turn skipping. Great. That Spanish ship there may provide trouble. Eventually I will come back and deal with Albany. I think the next army I send to the Americas is going to be a field army. So I'm going to change the gun types I'm hauling and go from foot to horse artillery. Means I can't use the howitzers, which I don't know if I get horse howitzers, but we shall see. Who's battering the Cherokee? French? Yes, I know. So who's taking Westphalia then? Westphalia was one of these around here. Unless they were what had Saxony, and that's now fallen to Prussia. Who knows? I really want to do that, but boosting my economy is a little bit more important. So what I'll do is
Your humble servant.
that means I can't do that now. But I can upgrade the Governor's Palace.
Anything else?
Make another end turn and I'll mobilise my army. So this port I've put, that's up in Scotland, I think it's Glasgow. especially against the Native Americans. Even horse artillery can be fairly effective in sieging armies because they don't tend to build walls for their settlements. So he's living in Paris, that's fine, he will eventually establish a spy network out there.
At the ready.
Then in there,
March!
you can take your 2 turns up to there.
Country!
You can start upgrading. You can put roads in. You just got to keep upgrading. It must be fighting Spain. Good, increasing their food production. I always go for the Royal Observatory because it adds 2% to technology research rates. The other one just adds a little bit more happiness, so. No, I should have moved that army manually. We could have the ship out already. Be almost out of the theatre by now. They've got highways there in Sweden. So how far down they've marched that way? They've got measuring tools? Doesn't necessarily mean their army's going to be any good, but who's that? Don't recognise that flag. to have a look at the diplomacy list. Anyway, fire by rank is good. Then we'll need the next tier of bayonet, please. And then I think we need to work on economy boosting ones. Anyway, diplomacy, minor nation, Afghanistan. I've never seen them spawn up before. Army, you can board the Navy.
Onwards!
Yeah, we could have been out of here already. Shite. Those Spanish fleet's a bit close for comfort. So we'll chuck that in there again. Can't upgrade that, okay. Persia have been destroyed, that's why. That'll be the Ottomans. Yeah, Afghan rises. Question is, what is Spain going to do about my ships there? Are they going to leave them? It's a French fleet on its way over. This will be the test. Spanish armies on the move. They left him. Come on, Persia, hold against the Frenchies. I've done a few playthroughs as Persia, that's always a good one. I've never really played much. I've done one as the Marathas. I'd like to play as like either Russia or the Ottomans. I can imagine that being quite a fun campaign, especially Russia if you built an army of Cossacks, so your Cossack horsemen, your Cossack line infantry. I can imagine that being quite fun. Could upgrade this, that would help boost happiness, but I don't really need to. What I want to do is try to wipe me out money wise. So let's do them too. How are we looking in terms of it's rising slowly. Before they try to do anything, let's get out of this theatre. Right, I'm still trading with the Mughals because they've got no trade ports anymore. Okay. It'll probably come up and I'll probably just click through and yeah. trade with 13 colonies, okay. That'll be beneficial to me. Italian states. What trade agreement? No. Austria. Do you want a trade agreement? No. What about you, Russia? No? Okay. Can't blame you for trying. Anyway. Yes, that is still pirate owned. Yes, the aim is to bring a fleet in very, very quickly, drop off the army if I have to, run into New Orleans, New France, take Quebec, push into Upper Canada, and I'm probably going to come over and take Albany first, then Pennsylvania, then the Equinox Territory and Algonquin Territory, pushing this way, and probably take them to take the Huron Territory and the Huron one. I'm going to butcher that, so we'll just call them the Huron and Rupert's Land. Take this one, keep pushing around against the French, build up a ship here if I have to, sail around, because it's going to be a lot quicker to sail around than it is to actually walk through the wilderness. Because when you're in the wilderness areas, your walking is reduced, and obviously in winters as well, the amount you can travel reduces even more. So I'm going to need at least 4 armies in total, I think, to conquer the whole of Americas and force a peace with France and Spain. Obviously, the more I capture, the more I can rebuild them. Whilst I'm not probably going to attack France for a little while, or Spain on mainland Europe, I can probably push against the Swedish forces and try and get a peace that way. See if I can ally with the Cherokees at the moment. Especially if they're fighting Spanish. No, they executed my agent. Just after he got a new trait. I'm going to do that one.
Orders? On our way, Captain.
Yeah, I'm going to drop here.
Ship's orders? Aye, aye, sir. Drop anchor.
I might have to push Quebec first to push out that next army. Oh yeah, I was going to ask the Cherokee if they wanted an alliance, even if it was only temporary. Sorry, this is such a campaign map focused one, but obviously I'm moving an army around, and I know battles make it more interesting, so. Got a funny feeling by the time I'm done in the Americas, kicking out the French and the Spanish, it's going to be and then the pirates on top of that. It's all going to be red. It's all going to be the colour of the British Empire.
Get ready. Prepare the troops for battle. Aye, sir.
Get yourself back to Blighty. Bavaria's now gone. So who's taking Bavaria? Was Prussia. So yeah, it could have been them taking. No, it would have been French taking that, wouldn't it? Rhineland. Yeah. Can't do anything else. Is it worth me going for cadence marching or not? Probably not. Yet. Sorry about that, yawn. Get out of my ports. Keep forgetting to ask the Cherokee if they want an alliance, don't I? George Rook. This
Fleet
guy.
ready. Destination ahoy.
Royal Academy. Mughal Empire. Destroyed. And that leaves the So lovely. Maratha Confederacy in charge down there. That's going to make landing there really hard.
Ready for orders. Prepare for battle.
2, 3 turns till I can get to New France. Let's see if I can get there before the end of this episode in about 5 minutes. 3.5 according to my timer, but we'll see what happens. I might keep running until we get there. Okay, so we're going to run away.
Reef set.
There's our fleet sailing.
Online for battle.
Cherokee nations at war with the Spanish. Would you like a military alliance there? No? Okay. Two turns so we get the best that we can in there, and then I'll have to start getting some probably going to grab these ones up here, get some agriculture and then some metal industry and textiles, because I need to greatly bolster what little economy I have. I can just about support this army. I don't know if I can support another one. I may need to build a quick and dirty infantry army just to deal with the Spaniards.
Disengage.
Oh, I couldn't retreat again, so that's a couple more ships down and another admiral. We will wait until I get up to and sieging Quebec before we call this episode an end. That just because the increased tax, or what? Put walls in here now. Scotland villages aren't growing, and that will be literally because of tax rate. England, they're growing, but not as fast as they could be due to devastation, which will be the navies blockading our ports. Still only gaining 3,000 a turn.
Army!
I should have moved them first.
Withdraw!
Surprise, that's tiny little. There it is. Well, for the cannon, the fact that they've got guard regiments, I would win that. We have the numbers. England and Scotland, preferably Scotland. I need a quick and dirty army. As big as we can get. I was literally just about to say I haven't seen that army for a while. I'll start recruiting the corps in Scotland and the infantry. And roll the cavalry and the guns up from England. Well, there was a waste of £4,000. Well, £4,000 gold. Don't know what the currency is. I assume it's pounds. Yes, I know I lost the region. Right, research.
Ready for battle!
Surrender refused. Well,
Victory! Prepare for battle!
repair that. We'll do a little bit each turn. Also then gives us time to fight the repression from taking over an area. Requires cadence marching, the Welsh Fusiliers, and light infantry for the Chasseurs Britanniques and light infantry. Does this add anything else? Starts allowing me to get heavy cav by the looks of it. Five units of infantry. No, I can't recruit anything here.
Sail for the horizon!
So one more infantry, 2. There it is. Two horse and 4 cannon, if I can afford it. The infantry should be enough. Well, I've definitely gone over now. But well, I set myself as a rough time limit of 30 minutes. But I got suckered into what I was doing, so yeah. Let's get on with that. Afghanistan's been destroyed. Five, 6, 1, 2. Start upgrading my farms with any spare cash. But that's all I've got time for today. I will hopefully catch you all in the next one.